Hello everyone, hope you're all well. Beautiful view over here. That is the Mount of Olives over there. And the Dome of the Rock. Lovely peaceful day here in Jerusalem. And Jordan in the distance, you can't really see it, but a lot of Jesuit places around here. This whole place here is this Jesuit castle, but they do a good risotto. It's really interesting, this Shroud of Turin. I've always thought that, it could be unreliable because of the link to the Catholic Church. That's a hologram there. But they've done a lot of research over the years, even you see highlighted there are the plants that were found, the flowers that were found imprinted in the cloth, for example. The outline, you see all the outlines there that they've made? Well, for example, this is saying here that this particular flower has been researched by Professor Dunning and a lot of people involved in this. It shows on the map that this flower is only recorded in the Jerusalem-Hebron area. So this grave cloth with this imprint, shows that it was a man crucified and buried in the Jerusalem-Hebron area because of the flower that was included. And there's all sorts of stuff. They've got a replica of the shroud here. And there's just so much research that's gone into it. Imprint of a trickle of blood, short trickle of venous blood in the shape of a reverse 3. Caused by a lesion in the frontal vein is visible in the middle of the forehead near the hairline. 2 trickles of arterial blood come from an injury that has damaged the frontal part of the superficial temporal artery. These falling in line with the crown of thorns and the wounds of the crown of thorns. Also, the nail wounds in the wrists, which, as it says here, went against all of the artistic depictions back in the day, which would put the nails in the hands. And it wouldn't have been in the hands, it would have been in the wrists. Shown here are 2 different positions of the man as he hung on the cross, fallen and raised, the latter adopted to avoid immediate asphyxia. The wounds caused by the nailing to the cross can be seen in the fold of the wrist and not in the palm of the hands, which could not have supported the weight of the body, in clear contrast with long-time artistic representations. And also, breaking the legs of the crucified man brought a rapid death by asphyxia because he was no longer able to push himself up in order to breathe. The legs of the man in this shroud were not broken, as was in fact the case with Jesus, because he was already dead. And you can see the legs. The legs in this depiction are not broken. And it's just fascinating, you know. I know it's not about this, it's not about trinkets and things like they do in the Catholic Church, but it is very interesting. Oh, look, and this one. Okay, 1954, this guy called Francis of Loyola University in Chicago, he examined enlargements of the photographs of the shroud, and they discovered what appeared to be raised button-like shapes in 1978 as they examined further over each eye. 3 years later, working with an expert in classical coins, interpreted the letters he identified in 1954 as part of the inscription Tiberiu Caesaros. Basically, they concluded that these was a dilepton litus, sorry I can't read these names, a coin minted by the procurator Pontius Pilate between 29 and 32 AD under the Emperor Tiberius. And it goes all through that. I mean, if you want to look at that. Amazing. All of these things indicating and tracing it back. I mean, it is just fascinating. And then they recreated this into a hologram so you could get a 3D picture. And they've got them here, not that you can see in 3D, but when you walk around these in person, you can see the three-dimensional view of that. Very, very fascinating. Just as a historical piece, you know, and the age-old question of its legitimacy. Obviously, it doesn't bear any difference on anything, but it's just an interesting subject. So I just walked into this museum. Part of the shroud was destroyed in a fire in 1500s. There they are repairing it. This is what they reckon the journey of it was. The presumed route of the shroud from Jerusalem to Turin. So God bless you all, and peace to you in the Lord Jesus. He is good. Let's stand strong in Him in these days. God bless you.